don't even need to go to my... Okay, here we've got Xdream by Skybrows. It looks like it's just a 2-minute and a bit video glorifying the old X-Men. Let's see if I can get this really good quality. Super widescreen. Here we go. Super choppy. A fun little bit of fact, that bit of music that everyone knows from the X-Men thing, they stole that bit of music. It doesn't belong to the studio that owns the X-Men cartoon series from the 90s. They completely stole that bit of music. Okay, really good animation, but it feels choppy, as in it's like it's cutting between very quickly. Gonna lower the resolution, see if that smooths it out a bit. Maybe I'm just running it a little bit too high. See, now that's intentional. You had Rogue, and then you got White Queen, Emma Frost, Magneto, the rejuvenated Magneto, who would actually be the clone of Magneto in the end. Professor Xavier, Mystique. It's got Summer, Cyclops versus some Sentinels. Jubilee, Jubilation Lee. Aurora Monroe, Storm. So Joseph, yes. Wolverine, Logan, James Howlett. Now, I want to say Jean Grey, but the style of the uniform actually makes me think it's the daughter from the future version. I can't remember her name. It's not Jean. It's something else. I never remember her name. Maybe there was a character called Rachel Summers. Yes, she reminds me more of Rachel, but the hair is more Jean style. Hank McCoy, the Beast, in his much better, older style, rather than the cat form they gave him later. It just didn't seem right with him being full cat. If he was going to go monster, he should have gone more hulky sort of style monster rather than just being a cat man. Right, at first I thought this was a weird variant of Juggernaut, but Juggernaut shows up later, so I'm not sure who this is. Don't recognise the villain. Psylocke versus Domino. Now, the thing with this fight is, we have no idea who's the villain in this fight, because they've both been villains and heroes at various times. Gambit, Remy LeBeau. Yeah, Joseph. And here we've got Kitty Pryde, Shadowcat. See, now that's Juggernaut. I'm not a fan of Juggernaut not being in red armor, because it's the Crimson Bands of Cyttorak. Yeah, it's much smoother now. It was chopping a little bit for me earlier. It's still a bit choppy, really, but okay, hi. I had a big systems crash during my stream while I was reviewing this, so this is a little tag on to the end. As usual, Skybrowse does amazing work. I'm going to give it a little play, see if my system crashes again. My computer's a little bit on the old side, and I just let it get filled with a bit of dust and the summer heat. UK's having a bit of a heat wave at the moment, and the dust and the heat, just combination. So I've given it a clean out. Everything seems to be running okay. I'm getting everything back up and running. I think I'd finish this off and get my video out, and then see if all that stuff, use that as my guide to see if this is working. Okay, let's see, where was I? Yeah, so Domino and Psylocke. I can't remember what Domino's actual name is. Psylocke is Betsy Braddock. Right, I was pausing here because this looks like the shorter hair version of Rogue. That's when I crashed. Yeah, this is what shorter hair version of Rogue with a more modern cut of the jacket. So I'm assuming this is a more modern villain. I don't recognise him. It could be a modern version of Juggernaut, but if it is, they've really... Juggernaut was one of my favourite characters. Kane Marco, Davia's half brother. They did him terribly in the films. Apart from Deadpool. Deadpool did him pretty well. Obviously not enough, not powerful enough, but you know, villains are that way in comic book films. Yeah, I don't recognise that villain at all. If it is a villain, or it could be something you made up particularly just for this. Right. When I categorise these, you've got music videos, story videos, and then you've got meme videos. This I'd classify in the meme video, not in the fact that it's humour and silly or daft, but this is all about childhood memories, and it's clip farming, to be fair. He's doing some great cuts to the beat, but the scenes aren't matching the flow, if you know what I mean. They're just really cool scenes, mostly matched. So for example, on that second sequence. There, when it started that sequence, it'd be a change to a different flowing fight. That'd be you got the first fight in that first sequence of the and then we get the next sequence of the it'd be a different fight you'd go to. But obviously this is just such a cool fight, he stuck with it. And then there, you'd cut away again. But this is a cool fight sequence. But in terms of being a video flow sequence, I'd have gone to different fights at that sort of sequence. And that climax of the fight was a little bit late for the beat. Not massively late, but a little bit late. But no, I'm just saying, great work for Skybrowse as always. This is just how I would edit it myself. All right, now that I've done that, I'm going to end this here. Thank you for watching. If I manage to get this uploaded, if I don't, oh well. I do plan on continuing my stream tomorrow on, it should be the Thursday. Oh, I can't tomorrow. No, I can. Yeah, sorry, that got cancelled. Hopefully my PC doesn't crash again while I do this. I don't want to have to shell out a couple of grand for another PC. Even though my computer's old, it's still high power. The only thing that's really off of it is Windows, and I think that's more likely what's going on is Windows. Especially the way it crashed. Anyway, thank you for being here. I'm DepthsWalker, and I hope to see you next time. I hope I actually get to have a next time. See ya.